everybody, I'm Abby, and I'm attempting to make a video here to talk about what has been going on in my world over the last only 9 days, but it feels like weeks have passed, and it's been very bizarre. I think that's the only word to describe what has been going on, is bizarre. December has been quite a month for human beings, quite a month for our planet, quite a month for the we're all human beings, and we live the humdrum daily cycle of life, right? We go to work and we work our job, and we come home, we cook dinner, and go to bed, and that is what our understanding of reality is. We have all of our feelings as human beings. We try to get through life as best we know how. Now, behind the scenes of all of this, there's extraordinary, profound, and unbelievable stuff going on. And it has to do with interactions taking place with this planet, and we're talking over the course of thousands and thousands. What feels like, let's just say what feels like 100,000 years. Let's just say what feels like, because it feels like so many years that this has been going on. This is a message, I don't know how to describe it, but it is aligned with what most people talk about, along the lines of, okay, so I'm sort of interacting with the spirit world right now, and I'm just really not sure what I want to share, and I sometimes hold back because I don't know how to get the information out. I'm having one of those moments right now. I'm just going to start with, on the 10th of December, I had beings enter into my room, which isn't unusual, and I had acknowledged their presence, and I had made a video about this, about Andromedans, and they were not vocalizing anything. They were not really sharing any sort of emotion with me. They were just sort of very standoffish, but just wanting to let me know I'm there, that they were there. And so I acknowledged their presence, and then they started sending me images of things that created a response in me, and the response was negative. The response needed to be acknowledged, which I already acknowledged my challenges. I have challenges that were developed over years of time of feeling a certain way, and feeling sort of like, I live in a world where I see things, and people do not see the same things that I see, and so I feel crippled by that, because that type of perception is not acceptable here. So I have to hide who I truly am so I can fit in to a world that senses that I'm different, and then I can't fit into it that way either. So I have endured a great deal of pain and suffering through loneliness and the frustration of just trying to live here, trying to fit into a society and not fitting in very well. And now sort of the wheel is turning, and the cycles are changing, and now what we've known as society is actually turning upside down. So what you have is a lot of young souls playing the big major roles. Now it's changing, so the older souls are going to start moving on in. We're the water stream that is going to start infiltrating the world here and changing everything. So now you're going to see the old souls stepping in to change the world, so that the world can find balance and harmony again. It is that time. Is that time in our cycle of existence. It is literally that time. And it has not been more so that time than it has been right now in December, for me anyway. Everybody is on their own time schedule. I always bring this up. It's sort of like everything happens when it is meant to happen. And I always refer back to, if when you're pregnant and you're having a baby is going to be born when it is meant to be born. And you can't force a baby to be born at 3 months if it's not going to be born for 9 months. You can't force yourself to awaken, is what I'm saying. You can't force the awakening. You just allow it to take place. And you know that it is there for you. And I'm really speaking towards old souls too, because We got to band together and help each other. And I'm speaking towards young souls who also are driven towards wanting to embrace the spirit world and wanting to change things here too. Old souls have endured lifetimes upon lifetimes upon lifetimes, what would be a million lifetimes, exploring forms that exist in all over the universe, not just our galaxy, not just the planets and star systems we know. So completely different star system, completely freaky bodies, completely unknown worlds to us. And old souls have been through wars, been through tragedies, been through the greatest blessings, been through all of that stuff. We've already lived our karmic cycle, and now, I mean, we've been there and done that, and we're still incarnating to help others. But we still are learning too. We're still growing and expanding and learning. And right now is such a paramount sort of time here on Earth, because there's been so many helpers along this path. We have to remember we're all in this thing together. We're all in this thing together. This is a huge spiritual message that I'm sharing with you. And I'm sort of somebody, so all these years it's very normal to be human and to feel like you want to have a spiritual connection, but you can't understand it. You don't know how to make the connection. You don't know how to feel the connection. You desperately want it, but you don't have any way of grasping it. And so I've always had an awareness that there was a spirit world. I could even almost perceive it, and I could feel it. I could sense it, but it wasn't as real to me as my chairs or my dinner or my body or the people in my world. And so in that way, it was what I would call invisible. I mean, it is invisible to us. The spirit world is invisible to us. We want to feel that kind of love in our lives. And so I know, as a soul that has been there and done that, I know what real love feels like. And when I don't feel that real love, it makes me feel like I've been abandoned by, where are those souls? Where are the ones that I know? Where is that loving vibration that I'm familiar with? I can only feel it, and when I channel high frequency spiritual beings, and when I connect with benevolent alien beings. And I haven't been very open to connecting with alien beings because I have sort of a bad attitude towards them, because they haven't been very kind alien beings interacting with this world. And I don't care what it is, you know, there's human beings that are very insistent that aliens don't exist. Or, let's just say that aliens don't exist. There's also human beings that are very insistent that spirits don't exist. And, you know, we live in an infinite universe. And the infinite universe could not be a physical universe without a spiritual universe. You have to have both. The energy of love is spirit. Spirit manifests the physical reality. The energy of love manifests the physical reality. Sexual frequencies are so profound they create babies. It's not just genetics. You have to be, you know, I don't know, who's Frankenstein and his monster. He harnesses the power of electricity to bring the monster to life. What kind of electricity happens when you have two people in a sexually blissful state in creation, you know? And that is energy. That is an exchange, a soul exchange that does creation. And so I'm talking right now, I'm sharing a message right now about the reality that it is time. It is time to pursue what it is you came here to do. So I'm going to tell you right now that this whole time I've been trying very hard to fit into society. So I've done everything right. See, I went and got a degree, and I started working a professional job in collections. And I worked in collections for 5 years. It was horrible. It was awful. But I learned a lot from it. I learned a lot about myself and about society and about human beings. And it was very hard to do that job. So I've worked 2 different positions in collections. And then I worked in process life insurance applications, which was exceedingly hard work because it was so demanding. And there was there was just so much work to do all the time. I was working like 15 hours a day. It was insane just to keep up. And now I work a job where it's quite kosher, quite comfortable, and I order marketing materials and I mail them. So you see, old soul fitting into society, doing very simple work, not following what it is that I came here to actually do, which is to be a healer, which is to be a spiritual speaker, which is to share the wisdom of the divine creation, is to change the frequency here, is to change the vibration here. And here I'm ordering hard copies. That is not changing the vibration here. So the Andromedans have come, forcing me very painfully to remember all the painful memories that exist in this body of mine, and then to look at them and to say I love you to all the painful memories that have developed me to be the person that I am today. I had to endure all those painful memories, and a lot of the pain comes from my sensitivity level. Can't help it that I'm sensitive. I just am. And so that in itself created more trauma for me, because I couldn't understand how human beings could behave this way. And I see it every day, and I see how they interact with each other, and I see how they're just sort of they don't know how to love and embrace each other unconditionally, how to see differences and be accepting of differences in each other, and how to be loving towards each other, how to see somebody who is in pain and suffering and want to do whatever it takes to help them find love again, help them find strength again. We need to be doing that for each other. We need to do that every single day for every single human being, but instead we put each other down, we ignore each other, we go to our homes, we close the door, and we just keep living our lives. Completely blind, don't want to get involved, don't want to do it. We want to complain all the time, but we don't want to make any changes to anything because that's hard. How many people complain about the entire process, about government and politics, and complain about all the candidates that we have to vote for and how nobody likes any of them, and then you try to pick out who might be the best choice when the whole system is the issue. And none of us like the system, but yet we're still going to allow the system to take place. It is time to completely alter everything, and the good news is it is already altering, because the old souls are starting to take charge, are starting to stand up, are starting to pursue who it is and what it is that they are. And it just has to do with divine timing, which is December for me, and I think it's December for a lot of us. I talked in that video about how there's been sort of like a disagreeable sensation that I've noticed I was feeling at the beginning of December. Then I noticed other people were feeling it and sensing it too, feeling just sort of off kilter, off balance, disagreeable, not feeling just aligned or good or in harmony. And usually when there's a friction, it's because we're actually sensing an energy coming into place and our bodies don't know how to tolerate it. There's been some hardcore energy taking place in December, and if you can use it for good, if you face the energy and you allow yourself to embrace the energy to change you and mold you, then all of a sudden you are aligned with the energy. When you're feeling grumpy, when you're feeling not right, not 100%, just assuming it's the holidays, you're just rejecting the energy. You're not allowing the energy to actually infiltrate into your body, infiltrate into your atmosphere. And so that is what I've been doing. I've been entirely facing the energy, and the energy is literally to reprogram what is my, I don't want to say this, but I'm just going to say it, but what would be like a third dimensional perspective, a third dimensional mind, a third dimensional sort of experience, which is very much aligned with what the day-to-day is. And elevating the mind. I'm still in a dense physical reality, but I am spiritually more profound than I was before the 10th of December, because I've been choosing to go up in frequency, because I've been choosing to alter the words that I'm speaking. I am often still, I often I just, you know, memories, so extremely long period of time, and just certain feelings, and you keep trying and trying and trying to find different ways to overcome the challenge, overcome the consistent pattern of your life and the feelings that it gives you, and it just, nothing works, it never works. And so, you know, I finally hit a brick wall where it's like, there's nothing I can do. All I can do is just live each day and accept it as it comes, and just keep trying to be more spiritual every day, trying to connect and to gain wisdom each and every day. And so there was no, I couldn't perceive a new direction to go. I couldn't perceive how to get out of this feeling like life has just become so stale and so unfulfilling, because it doesn't possess the inspiration, passionate, loving, high frequency, unconditional loving energy that I need, that I thrive on, that my soul is so familiar with, but it doesn't exist here, and then it causes me issues. And so I'm not the only human being on the planet who struggles with this, who possesses this special soul, who knows better. You know better. You're watching this video for a reason. You know what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about, that feeling. It's time to align with exactly who and what you are, and that is what I've decided to do. So you see, who and what I am is a spiritual healer. So I actually, I can't tell you the whole story yet, but I'm going to start by, alright, so I'm going to pursue being a full-time spiritual healer. I'm actually going to pursue it, and I'm going to pursue it because I know a couple people, one person who is in town that is connected with a spiritual group where I am going to go. I'm working out the kinks of this plan, so I'm just sharing this with you. This is an idea. You can use stuff like this. This is going outside the box. This is choosing to do it differently. So I don't know what the heck I'm doing, but I know what I'm capable of doing, and I want to heal people. I want to actually heal people in large groups and share healing energy, share angelic beings of light, beaming energy. I want to do that. I want to heal people. That's what I came here to do. Heal thousands and thousands of people. That is what I came here to do. That is what I do best. My soul does this best, is heals people. And so I want to build relationships through healing others in large groups. So I can start through connecting with spiritual groups in my town, which I don't do because I'm a hermit and I need to stop it. Old souls like to we just want to go out in the middle of nowhere, and you people can figure this thing out. Just leave us alone. Just leave us alone. We'll find an abandoned island, or we'll go live in the mountains, and then you guys just figure it out. That's like old soul mentality. Just doesn't want to get involved, doesn't want to stand up, just doesn't want to get involved. Well, you have to get involved. You're in the middle of this thing. It's time to actually make a choice to be a part of this thing, however you can do it. If being a part of this thing is making a YouTube video and talking about your life and your experiences, then do it. That's what I'm doing. I have to start somewhere. I started by making a website and writing when I could, and then then I started making videos now, and I made attunement videos, and now I've got attunement manuals, and now I'm still making videos, and I'm choosing to interact with more beings, and more spiritual beings and human beings. And now I'm going to look into renting like a massage type of room where I have some places that I'm going to look into to find out what the cost would be, but to actually share healing in person for people. This is my soul choosing to be aligned. This makes sense. It makes sense that I would do this. I have to be an entrepreneur. I have to figure this thing out for myself. And I know that I'm not alone in this. That is part of the other side of the spectrum, is the feeling of you just feel like you're alone in this big thing, and it's a big world, and it's just you, and you don't know how you're supposed to move from one point to another? How am I supposed to go from making hard copies to being a profound spiritual healer? I don't know. I just have to take a step forward and then another step forward and keep putting my one foot in front of the other and just see where it leads me. See where it leads you too, okay? And sometimes it's as simple as just saying, I am open to the spirit realm. I am open to receiving wisdom and guidance from the spirit realm, and I choose to align now with my soul purpose. I want to do what it is that makes me thrive. And so that's what I've been doing the last couple days, is just looking into how I can go from point A to point B. What I am now to who I want to be. And what I am now is not working for me. I need to be who I'm meant to be. And so part of that, the Andromedans showing me the images, and then me facing the very disagreeable memories that I have, and saying I love to each and every painful memory that has come into my mind, saying I love that this experience has taken place in my life as a means to mold me into who and what I am today. You have to love the pain and suffering, and when you choose to love the pain and suffering, then the pain and suffering cannot tolerate love. The pain and suffering vanishes, and love then is in its place. You have to do this. You have to do this. You have to look at the images and say, I am thankful that this nightmare took place in my life because it has molded me into who and what I am today, and I am grateful for that experience. My soul needed that so that I could be a profound leader or a speaker or healer or whatever it is you're meant to be. Part of the experience that I've been having has included dreams and other alien beings. This being, I just painted this morning. I had 6 of these beings visit me this morning. They look exactly like this. They have a cheekbone that was very prominent, and they were bluish color, bluish gray color, and they appeared to be made out of light, but they were physical. They were physical. They weren't light, they were physical forms, and I could see them here. I could sense what their energy, and because they weren't like me, they made me feel unsure about them. They don't look like me, do they? They don't look like any human. I mean, they look human. They do look human, but they also don't look human. And because they have they have sort of like a, I don't know how you describe their skin, and it's sort of like light is the only way I could describe it. And they had this very prominent light circle of light on their third eye, and it was bright. It was a bright light on their third eye. And when I originally painted this, I did all of the outline in black, and they made me go back through and change it to white because they wanted to make sure that any human being who saw this video would know that they were not of any type of darkness. They were pure beings of light, and they were here out of love for humanity to help human beings. So you have human beings who want to save the whales, right? These are alien beings who want to save human beings because they love us that much. They want to do whatever it can to help you face your fears, choose love, embrace love. These are super beings. They're super beings. They have absolutely no personality at all. They don't. They are just I still don't know a lot about them. I still don't, but they were very insistent. I mean, they were happy. They're happy, and they're very kind in what they want to share and how they want to help us. And I actually wrote some things down that came to me, so I'm just going to read them to you. So this guy, I asked if he had a name so I could at least share a name. And what I saw in my mind was the word spelled out as year, and then was Yearan, A-N, Yearan. So that's all I can tell you is Yearan. That's what I got. And then I heard this echo afterward, after I said it. So Yearan is what it is. And the echo was Nazar. I wrote it down so I wouldn't forget. Yearan Nazar, or Yearan, and there was a second one named Nazar, but there were 6 of them, and there were 3 males and 3 females, and then they were surrounding me, and I could see them in my third eye, but they were also there in my room, and they were not harming me at all. In fact, they were altering my vibration to allow me to align with a higher frequency, so that I'm actually more sensitive to sharing wisdom to human beings. So I'm open to being a tool for them to help spread wisdom. So they're like eagles that can see and understand beyond what my perception is. And I have to allow eyes that are above where my perception is to be the sight for me and to help me share my messages, so that together we can help others. See, we're not alone in this thing. I'm here for you. I'm here for you. And you're here for me. And alien benevolent. I'm saying benevolent alien beings. Benevolent spirit beings. Benevolent angelic beings. You always align with the highest frequency. Always. You always choose that. And you say those things too. I choose to align with benevolent angelic beings of light who can heal my body and heal my memories and help me align with the highest vibration, a journey that is at the highest vibration that will allow me to help and heal others. But you have to heal yourself too. I have to heal myself. And part of that is the programming that I've endured as a human being. I'm constantly working on this. And creating the videos helps because I can re-listen to them and hear what frequencies. I can hear the frequencies from my voice, and I'm working on aligning with higher frequencies, and I'm trying every time I'm choosing to weed out lower frequencies, and I hear, even in recent videos, lower frequencies coming out of me. So I'm trying very carefully not to allow that to happen, which is why I'm trying not to talk too much about my past anymore. I'm choosing to let pain and suffering go, because that is not the way forward. It's time to just choose to see the light now. Choose to be embraced by the light. Choose to feel the light and become one with the light, literally. And so I'm going to share this message, and I wrote December, and it says, in December, you face yourself in the mirror and you choose to do it differently, is what you do. That's what December is all about. You face yourself in the mirror, you look at yourself in the mirror, and you choose to do it differently this time, okay? Choosing to do it differently is to face all your fears, take steps in new directions that even if they feel uncomfortable, know that there's a safety net out there for you, and it comes in the form of extremely high vibrational beings of light. Even I'm here. You can send me an email. We got to make a network here to help each other out. We got to do this, and I'm totally supportive of every single human being who chooses to do it differently through choosing to share love, finding a network, an outlet, a way to choose to share love. And so the next part of the message is allow yourself to feel, see, experience spirit, alien, and angels, and divine creation. Choose to feel and experience benevolence, high frequency, profoundly loving love that is in spirit form, profound love that is in alien beings that do love us, who are actually here to help us, profoundly loving angelic beings, and the divine creation which loves you for your choice to incarnate as who and what you are, for your choice to choose suffering. When you choose to be a human being, you choose suffering. You choose a lifetime of suffering and challenge. And the divine creation is so honored and loved by your sacred decision to choose a human life on this planet right now, at this time that is so paramount in the cycle of what feels like hundreds of thousands of years. People don't perceive life having existed on this planet for more than maybe 10,000 years, but it has existed for a very, very long time. Even Atlantis goes back like 50,000 years or something, very, very old, and then it came to a destruction around 10,000 BC, and then there was an alteration in the frequency and the flow of energy on this planet, and things changed. And now we are trying to work our way back to a society that it manifests is aligned more with a divine energy, a high frequency society, all of that stuff. So let's see here. So it says, choose new ways of connecting and bringing in love and high frequency vibrations. Choose new ways of connecting and bringing in love and high frequency vibrations. And they were showing me simple stuff, like doing yoga, just even for 5 or 10 minutes. Actually participating in life by doing something so simple. Go get a yoga video and just watch it for 10 minutes and just do a stretch or 2. And that is participating in life and choosing to do it differently and raise your vibration. I have attunement videos to Sui Reiki and Kundalini Reiki, and I have very affordable manuals on my website. And that would be an amazing way for you to choose to do it differently. If you do not have a spiritual healing attunement, that would be, it's free. You can do that. That is an amazing way for you to raise your vibration, connect with the spirit world in a more profound way, and then you can get a manual for $5 from my website, which gives you instructions on how you can actually connect with the energy. Usui Reiki is so easy. It is literally symbols that you can draw, and the symbols themselves unlock the healing energy. You can heal all the water that you drink. You can purify it. You can purify your food, purify your air, purify your house, purify your family. You can heal your children, heal yourself, heal events. You can do it all. Reiki is an amazing gift to mankind. It is so easy to use, and the energy is so powerful and healing. All human beings need to be attuned. That is why I share this gift for free, because all human beings, it is time to raise the vibration in all human beings and to do it differently. We have to do it differently because we have to choose love. We have to let go of fear. We have to let go of fear. We have to choose love. And I'm letting go of, I'm choosing to separate from what I've always known as trying to, I've wanted to be successful. I'm intelligent, I'm hardworking, and I've been through 4 entry-level jobs. I have a degree. I've worked very hard in my life, and I'm still a very simple person, and I know I'm not aligned with who and what I am. I am a spiritual person. I am a healer. I am a voice for humanity. I am choosing to change the world. By making hard copies and mailing them, I am not changing the world. In fact, I feel a lot of pain and suffering because I think about all of the trees that have donated their existence to these marketing pieces. And it creates sadness inside of me. And that's what I do for a living. And this has been on my mind for years. I don't relate to society, but yet I am trying to become a part of it because I have no other means to make money. I don't know how else to do it. So I have to trust. This is me trusting. I'm putting trust out there. I trust you, spirit world. I trust that you are guiding me on the correct pathway. I trust that you are leading me to a high frequency state of being where I can change the world for all of humanity, where I can heal human beings. I choose to do it differently now. You see, this is me speaking to you, telling you how I choose to do it differently, and then you can use this too and choose to do it differently as well. We both can do it differently together. I'm here for you, okay? You're not alone in this thing called life. We all feel kind of alone in this thing called life. We don't know how to connect, especially as spiritual people who are a little out there and have had weird experiences and sensations of the world around us. We don't always know how we fit into this world that doesn't really resonate with us. Never has. And that itself creates suffering and challenge. We don't know how to get past that. We don't know how to break the wall down. So I'm sharing this video to let you know that you can break the wall down. I'm breaking my wall down. I'm doing it because that is the energy of December. December is break your wall down. Get the wall out of the way and walk. Keep walking straight ahead. Choose to be aligned with who and what you are today. some crazy stuff going on right now. It is crazy energy, and the energy is here to help you. It actually is here if you choose to accept it right now. If you choose to accept it, if you don't feel you're ready to accept it, then you just keep doing what you're doing. I try not to let these moments pass me by. I want to embrace them now. Well, I can't. I don't want to wait any longer. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm pooped out. I'm sick of going through life the way that it's never worked for me. Never worked for me. Never fulfilled my heart, my joy. Never gave me joy. Never made me feel excited to be alive. So these beings here, Yearan and Nazar, you can call him John if you want to. Love is a being of love. Very profound being of love. If you need to find a profound being of love, he is here to help you. I'm not one that, a few years ago, I would not have talked at all. I would not have been a supporter at all of talking to people and inspiring people to connect with alien beings. I inspire human beings to choose to heal each other, choose to heal ourselves, to not do that. It is not. The thing is if you have somebody reaching their hand out to you to help you, what do? You just slap it away and say no thanks? I'm going to figure this out on my own. You can sure do that, and that is actually okay. That is you choosing to develop yourself and try to solve a problem on your own, which is very developing for a soul. But there comes a point where it is okay to say, alright, I'm going to accept your help, and I choose to allow you to enter into my home, my existence, into my heart, because I know you're here to help me. And you have to choose to allow benevolent alien beings, benevolent, I say benevolent because there are alien beings that have not been here to help us, which we feel it's part of the existence of our society as prompted by some jerks out there. But there are superb, beautiful, amazing, special, profound beings of light that love us completely, utterly, unconditionally love us, just like human beings who absolutely love animals that they don't want to go extinct, or human beings who support, the cleaning the earth, absolutely want to see the earth healed, want all the trash to get picked up. Human beings who support good things, that want to see the change, that want to see a positive, positive outcome. This guy, the six of them helped me. They're helping me align with my goals and dreams, and they're helping me, and they'll help you too. If you choose them, you don't have to. You can choose to work with your guides. They're amazing. They're profound. They're your spirit guides. They're awesome. You can choose to work with angelic beings. You can call archangels and say, please help me. I need your help. They're there. They will help you. You have a safety net. You're not going to fall and hurt yourself, okay? You have a safety net. And when life gets a little scary or a little unsure, call for help. Just say, help me. I need you to help me. I want to do something different and I don't know how. And I know if I don't do this, I don't even know, why would I be born just so I can live in a world like everybody else that I've never agreed with. I have to change. I have to be me in this world, and I have to share me with this world. I have to. You have to share you with this world. I need you to be you. So that is the message for December, the super, super awesome message for December that I've been waiting to share, and clearly there was a reason why I needed to wait, because I needed to experience December more. I needed to experience the change more. I need to experience more of me doing things differently so that I could share how I've been doing it differently. Literally, I'm choosing to think outside the box. I'm going to try something new, then hopefully it'll work. And then I could actually become a spiritual healer, an actual spiritual healer as a full-time job, as something that I do. That's all I want to do. I want to just heal people all the time. I only get a tiny little smidge in the mornings, and then I go to work, and then I lose all of my energy and momentum, and all I think about all day long is healing people. and I think about it so hard and so much, and it drives me to feel miserable that I am not doing that, and instead I'm doing something that is not aligned with the joy that I feel in my heart, and I have to be aligned with the joy. So okay, so that's all I'm going to share in this video. So you can do this thing. You can do this thing. Alright? So there's going to be more videos to come. I have quite a lot of unusual experiences that I haven't shared yet in this video or any other videos. So some new stuff I've seen lately. So I'll have to make a new video to share that. But this is all I'm going to share for right now for this video. So thank you for watching.